Hello and welcome to Solent Sports News. I'm Callum Kemp and welcome to the programme. Eastleigh Football Club are through to the third round of the FA Cup for the third time in their history. They knocked out former Premier League side Reading with a 94th minute winner. Let's cross live to the home of the Spitfires now and our reporter Barney Page.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Welcome to a very wet and dark Silver Lake Stadium, where the last bits of what was an excellent day in the history of the Spitfires is finally being broken down. The gantry's still up, but I've just seen the Portaloos being taken away, and what has been a very successful day in the history of this young football club is finally being remembered. But for some people at the club, its memories will be living long in the memory, including their manager, Richard Hill.
Amazing, and Reading's a club that's dear to my heart as well, and I really hope they get their off the field sort of problems resolved soon, because it's sad to see, and as I say, I really hope that gets resolved and they can start to move forward. And you know, to come up against them when the draw was made for myself and several others within the squad and within the staff, you know, it was a tie that we were really looking forward to, and it was a funny feeling, but equally, you know, the way the game panned out and the way that the lads performed made it a really memorable day, and we're absolutely over the moon, and we're looking forward to the next round.
Well, the result ended up finishing yesterday in the second round tie between Eastleigh and Reading. It finished 2-1 to the Spitfires in what has been considered one of the biggest upsets in FA Cup history. Mark McCallum was the scorer with both goals for the Spitfires in this game, and he's been delighted with the result.
Yeah, a lot of teams could crumble, you know, at 1-1. You know, like I said, they dominated the ball for the whole of the second half, and you know, they scored a one goal. You see it often. The bigger team comes back and goes and wins that 2-1, 3-1. But you know, we've got senior players, you know, next to young players on the pitch, who can guide them through it. And I thought everyone was brilliant in the last 15 minutes.
Now, of course, having a fantastic third-round tie like this for Eastleigh will be brilliant. They are facing either Newport or Barnet in the next round, which will be played on the 6th to the 7th of January. Of course, this will have fantastic financial situations for Eastleigh, as the Southern Daily Echo's Georges Julian told me earlier today.
Well, Richard Hill pointed out on Thursday ahead of the game that the whole event would mean nothing if they lost the game, because people would turn up, ITV would turn up. There was more media there than I've ever seen before at the Silver Lake Stadium. All these people would turn up, and if they lost, they would write about it and they'd go, okay, Eastleigh had their big day out and now it's gone. But he wanted to win, not just to get through to the next round and with the competitive aspect of things, but he said that winning will help them keep this attention on the club.
This will be Eastleigh's third tie in the history of the football club, and they've never made it to the fourth round. Can they make it to the fourth round finally? We'll have to wait and find out.
Thank you, Barney. And what an exciting game. And it was extra special for everyone behind the scenes at Eastleigh. With me in the studio now is Jack Bunclark, who works in the media team for the Spitfires. Jack, what was it like at the final whistle for you all?
It was brilliant. There was so much noise around the place. There was over just 5,000 people there. It was a great occasion. Had ITV there, had loads of crew there, media, as George just said, it's all packed out. It was an absolute brilliant atmosphere at the Silver Lake yesterday.
And yeah, on that, what was the atmosphere like behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, it was great. I could see Richard Hill in his press conference on Thursday. He said he would never celebrate a goal, but man, he was celebrating like crazy. Aidan Barlow, one of the subs, was all over him, jumping over him. The crowd were going crazy. The press box, it was absolutely stunned. Obviously, League One Reading, former Premier League club, and that non-league Eastleigh knocked them out. It was brilliant to see in front of the ITV cameras.
And what does it mean to a club like Eastleigh beating such a big opponent as Reading?
Oh, it's huge. You know, massive attention on the club. You know, they're always in the shadows of either Southampton or Portsmouth and Hampshire. It's brilliant just to get the attention on them, you know, and go into the third round where they could potentially go into the fourth round.
Yeah, and you have Barnet or Newport County in the next round. Is a cup run doable with that being the next fixture?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we would want to get a big Prem club or Championship club, but you know, it's exciting nevertheless being the third round for the first time since 2015. You know, where we played Bolton, Newport. They're struggling in League Two. Barnet, they're third in the National League, so it's going to be a real great encounter come the turn of the year.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming in today and speaking to us.
No worries.
Entering the competition in the third round is Southampton, who will face either Alfreton or Walsall. The Saints will be confident to reach the fourth round after making 11 games unbeaten in the Championship. Southampton made it to the fifth round of the competition last time before being knocked out by Grimsby Town. Sheffield United look set to sack their manager. It's being reported Paul Heckingbottom will be dismissed as Sheffield United manager today, making him the first Premier League boss to be sacked this season. Fabrizio Romano has posted on X that Sheffield United are in talks with former boss Chris Wilder to replace him. The Blades lost 5-0 to 19th placed relegation rivals Burnley on Saturday, and they are currently bottom of the league. The government has approved Karen Carney's recommendations for revolutionising domestic football. The new guidelines give support to the players, improve operating standards, and pledge to improve professionalism of the Women's Super League and Women's Championship. The news comes ahead of England's must-win Nations League match against Scotland tomorrow.
I haven't I have heard about it, but I didn't have the opportunity yet to read through it. It's just good now. It came out. Everyone's talking about it. We're really moving into the right direction in all the parts of the game. And I think that's very, very good, and we have to keep going. And you see in all stages lots of development going on. So I was talked about the NUCO, things like that, and access for girls in schools to football. So that's all really good, and we have to just keep moving forward.
The Premier League match between Manchester City and Tottenham ended in controversy last night when referee Simon Hooper stopped City's advantage to call back play for a free kick. The match ended 3-3. Citizens felt aggrieved that Jack Grealish's chance at a winner was squandered by a refereeing error. Manchester City's manager Pep Guardiola was asked about his thoughts on the incident.
Players make mistakes, and surprised me for the fact that, like you said, in the moment when Erling go down for the action from Davis, in the moment they whistle, it's fine. But in that moment, stand up, continue, and the referee make that gesture, play on. And after make the pass, and after stop the game. So that is...
On to boxing now, and a fighter from Southampton is warming up for a big bout this weekend. Gretchen Back, who trains pound for pound in this city, is undefeated after 3 fights. Jack Peskett met up with him ahead of a big event at the O2 Academy in Bournemouth.
Pound for Pound Palace has become a staple for producing professional boxers in the last year, with 4 coming through their ranks. One of those is undefeated Gretchen Back. Back has won his first 3 fights since making the jump to the pro game, and this is how he rates the experiences so far.
Yeah, that was like a very special day for me. I was really wait long time to get to the professional ring. I was so excited. And the experience was so amazing, and I feel ready for the next step.
The Polish national has been at the Palace for a number of years now and even coaches the next generation of fighters. Here he says about the closeness of himself and the gym.
As my family, so everyone who's around me now, they are take the big part of my journey.
Since turning pro, Back has formed a good relationship with experienced boxing coach Gennady Gordienko and highlights what is needed to create a good partnership.
I have to trust my coaches 100%. If they say I'm ready, I'm ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not ready,
Back's next fight is on Friday the 8th of December against MJ Hall for the Bendel's boxing promotion, which will be at the O2 Academy in Bournemouth.
On to snooker, and Ronnie O'Sullivan has won his 8th UK championship, giving him the record for youngest and oldest winner of the competition. O'Sullivan, who turns 48 today, claimed victory over Ding Junhui in York's Barbican. In tennis, Serbia's Hamad Medjodovic has won the next-gen ATP finals. He beat France's Arthur Phil 3-2 in Jeddah on Saturday evening. The Serbian is now ranked 111th in the world and is happy to emulate his fellow countryman Novak Djokovic, who won the men's ATP final in Turin last month. Now, Southampton is home to the oldest bowling green in the world, but have you ever thought about taking part yourself? There are more young people who play bowls than you think. The older generation would like to encourage more people to join in, as Nikita Belina explains.
Winter has arrived and many outdoor games are affected by the weather. I'm talking about the bowls game because many people like to play it outdoor in the summer. Older people are very passionate about this game. They enjoy playing it. But in the winter they have to play it indoor. Here I am with the coach of Hounslow Indoor Bowls. There are various bowls matches going on every Monday, Wednesday.
So any new people that we get come through the door, and if they want to play the game of bowls, then obviously they're pointed to me, and I have to explain to them how to bowl.
Today I'm in Hounslow Indoor Bowls Club. Let's talk to the club members about the game.
Once you start bowling, many of the members here have been bowling for 30, 40 years and just enjoy what they do when they do it, and they come into the club. We play, there's an indoor season and there's an outdoor season. So there's outdoor bowls on grass. Most of the members here will go outdoor during the summer. So it's a very competitive sport. There's round about 200 indoor bowls clubs in the country.
Players play in the summer outdoors and in the winter indoors. I play in the winter and the summer indoors because I organise it for the older people, because when you're older you haven't got the strength to play outdoors on grass.
They won many competitions in previous years and told me there's a lot going on in the bowls world. Many young people play it professionally and earn from this. Various sports events are going on. That's all for today. Nikita, Solent Sports News.
That's all we've got time for today. The MA team will be back next Monday, but you can keep up to date on our website, solentsportsnews.com. Have a good evening.